Here at the 12th Annual Eugene J. McCarthy Lecture Reception with the guest of honor, St. John's alumni, and former Chief of Staff to President Barack Obama, Dennis McDonough. From your time as Chief of Staff, what was one of the most important learning moments from the White House?
Oh boy, there are a lot of learning moments in the White House. Like the fundamental thing is that when you're a Chief of Staff and you're managing people, you're a good manager if the people you're managing think you care about them. And the best way to get people to think you care about them is to care about them. And so those are all things I learned here from John Gallardi, from our professors, from fellow Johnnies and Bennies, that you should care about your people, that they're...
I was a student at St. John's from 65 to 69. For about 45 years, I worked at Minnesota Public Radio in a variety of positions. The last and probably best known job was the host of our midday program for about 20 years.
I'm a graduate of St. John's, grade school, prep school, college. St. John's gave me the opportunity to ask all the right questions, and I think that shaped my life more than anything else. It informed who I hang out with, you know. Who do you give yourself to in a more intimate way, whether it's in a faith-based activity or it's in a profession of one kind or the other, or maybe it's just a pure friendship. Personal relationships are everything.
Hello, and thank you for joining again on Johnnie Bennie Campus News. I'm Matt Connolly.
And I'm Anya Wulu. Students gathered in Brother Willie's Pub to celebrate folk music at PRP's annual Suede Pines.
It was the annual Millstream Art Festival, where the St. Joe community comes together to recognize upcoming and established artists, musicians, and local businesses. Let's check it out.
For the close-knit community of St. Joe, Minnesota, art has a presence in the local downtown streets for the annual Millstream Art Festival.
Yeah, Millstream is a big community event that involves anyone that has an art. So making baked goods to making jewelry. And we've been a part of the community and a part of Millstream since the beginning.
To wrap up our show, we go to Madeline Nelson in the studio. How are our athletes doing, Madeline?
Sports are looking great, Denisha. Johnnie football came to a close this past weekend during a loss.
Coming up on Headline News, Trump's plan to send even more troops to the U.S. border for the migrant caravan.
And then we learn more about Google employees' staged walkout. But first, the deadliest attack on Jews in U.S. history. Headline News starts right now. Hi, I'm Myah Christenson reporting this week's top news stories. Thanks for joining. The deadliest attack on Jews in U.S. history occurred on Saturday, October 27th, when Robert Bowers drove to Tree of Life Pittsburgh Synagogue